How do you outsmart a narcissistic individual? Well, one of the best methods to outsmart a narcissist is to not outsmart them, because they take great offense to this. If they believe that you have outsmarted them, they will go all out to punish you, to bring you crashing down in some way. The best way to outsmart a narcissistic individual is by letting them think they won, letting them think that they are the one who outsmarted you, that they got one over on you, and know within yourself that in actual fact they didn't. The best way to outsmart a narcissistic individual is to educate yourself on their behaviour so that you can learn to recognise their games and no longer get drawn into them in the wrong way. No longer get into that battle of wills with them. If they want to believe that the sky is green, let them. If they want to believe that they have won, let them. Know your triggers. Know exactly what buttons they push to trigger you. Recognise what they're trying to do and no longer allow it to trigger you. Learn to observe their behaviour and not absorb their behaviour. I believe it's Ross Rosenberg's technique. Now, if you can see a tornado coming towards you, we might take flight and run, we might freeze. However, you can observe that there's a potential tornado coming towards you and you're going to try to get out of its way, not be absorbed by it, unless you're a storm chaser, but that's a whole different story. However, when it comes to a narcissistic individual, you want to observe their behaviour and not take it personally. Educate yourself to be able to recognise their games. Don't take it personally so you're not triggered. It's a difficult thing to learn, however, it's well worth learning. Don't take the dare. No dare. They want to get you to defend yourself to them so that they can use your defences against you. Don't defend yourself. They want to get you into that argument so they can accuse you of causing the argument. Don't argue with them. Don't rationalise or reason with them. They just class this as you being pathetic. Leave them to it. Don't explain or justify yourself to them. What they think of you is actually none of your business. You cannot make other people like you. All you can do is be yourself. And if people choose to be around you and they're genuine people, great. If they choose not to, absolutely fine. We don't need to please everyone. Stop giving them any form of reaction. They thrive off that excessive attention. And if they cannot get the positive attention, they will go all out to get the negative reaction from you. No reaction. Remain calm. Remain stone-faced towards them. Remember, they're still going to blame you, they're still going to shame you, they're still going to try and guilt trip you because nothing's ever their fault in their eyes and in their mind. It doesn't matter so long as you're not being negatively impacted by them. Limit your contact if at all possible and go grey rock. And if you can, no contact is always the best when dealing with a narcissistic individual. Their personality creates their personal reality, and if you are around them you get drawn into it, and it's not a very nice place to be. Therefore, no contact is your best method to outsmart a narcissistic individual. More often than not, the narcissist will still tell everyone it was their idea and you're such a terrible person. Leave them to it. They're not your people. You can't help people see what they don't want to hear. All you can do is protect yourself from toxic individuals until people do see for themselves what they're actually dealing with.